Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable. I had a lot of fun recording the first episode of this game, so I figured I would continue playing this because I had such a good time last time. It gave me the best giggles so far, and I just wanted to play it again. Why not? And here comes the long part where I have to wait for this to load. Oh boy howdy, this is great. GR could just skip ahead like 10 seconds. Oh, you're still here? Okay, well, how are you? Didn't expect you to be here still. There's the other people. Hi, how are you? Welcome to 10 seconds in the future. Still loading. Sorry about that. Just go ahead and skip again. Okay. We are back in the office, I see.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yes.
What could it mean?
I don't know.
Stanley
Why don't you tell
decided to
me?
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps you should shut up. Because I already know your tricks. Game.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Indeed I did. How did you know? It's like you read the future or something.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No. I like it in the broom closet. It's dark. Quiet. Okay. Wait.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't want to listen to you. No, I'm going downstairs. I want to go see Jeff in the boiler room. Oh.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Hi there.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss.
No, I didn't.
Admitting he had left his post during work hours.
I didn't
He
think
might
that
be
at all.
fired for that. And in such a competitive
Why would I
economy,
do that?
why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Yeah.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Stop making me do
Stanley
stuff.
said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Oh,
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
I'm going to go crazy.
He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
What was it?
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What was the question?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Yeah, who are you?
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
I just want to restart, please. That is very annoying. Oh, that hurt my head. What?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
What?
We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you
What?
verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive
Huh?
shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
What did I just do? I haven't seen that before. I just ordered a bunch of boxes? 1,000 boxes? Where'd the narrator go? Narrator.
When Stanley came
Uh-oh.
to a set of 2 open doors,
Jeez.
he entered the door on his left.
No, I have an idea.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Sure. What do you say there?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Indeed, I did.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No, I didn't. I got off track. Oh, dang it. I'm locked in here now. Come on, really?
Yet
guys?
there was not a single person here either.
Yeah, there's no
Feeling
one
a
here.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part
Yes.
of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
I like this room. Do not disturb me while I'm in my room. How does I go back in? Yes. Wait, do I just have to keep going in there every time I reset the game? That'd be
Coming to a
great.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let me in. The executive back in. Okay, well I'm going here.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Ooh.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover
me
not an indication of any
code.
human life. Shocked, unraveled,
5,
Stanley
8,
wondered in disbelief
4,
who
2.
orchestrated this.
Dang, it
What
doesn't work
dark
backwards.
secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible
4,
truth
8,
that his
5.
boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra
Whoa,
secret
it
PIN number.
changed.
2845. Yet
I don't know, it
incredibly,
changed.
by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
I didn't.
Amazing.
You told me
He
the
stepped
code,
into the newly
stupid.
opened passageway.
I'm gonna go to the escape route this time because I don't like this whole becoming free of my control. Yeah, back to the dungeon I go. I'm going to enjoy my time here because it's gonna be so much fun. Yay! We're gonna have a great time just sitting in the dungeon.
Descending deeper into the building,
Yes.
Stanley realized
I
he
am
felt a
descending.
bit peculiar. It
Yes,
was
I
a
do.
stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why
I
did he
do.
feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Yeah.
This
why
question
is
would
that?
not go
Come on.
unanswered for long.
Why is it? Okay, let's just try this.
Stanley
one here.
walked straight ahead through the large door that
Of course I
read
did.
Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Good. I want to die. Maybe it'll end this cycle.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I know I do, but why would I want to do that?
At
There's no
this
fun in
point,
that.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yes, I am. Ooh, hatch. I'll go down. Okay, I fell down a pit. Where are you taking me, game? Are you just are you gonna reload me? Oh no, I'm still going. Huh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell. I'll be in here if you don't mind. Huh?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Excuse
In a
me, new
single
narrator?
visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Okay. Oh. Excuse me?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What
Excuse
exactly
me?
did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Yeah, what did he think he was going to accomplish?
When
Random
every
new
path
lady?
you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
What
death becomes
is
meaningless,
this?
making life the same.
Is this a model
Do you
of the
see now?
room?
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I was. So there's just an endless... What? These are all the things that appear on the office computers. Those are the file cabinets. What's going on? Oh, what? It's all been a dream? I beat the game? So the entire thing is that Stanley was dead from the start. He was never truly alive. The maintenance room. The printer. Oh, this is cool. I get to explore all this stuff. Oh, nice. A bike. Come on, let me grab it. I wanna ride the bike. I wanna ride the war bike. Okay. Would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens? Jeez. Wow. That's very interesting. I would have liked that, jeez. Wait, did that just say fewer Stanleys? More narrator, more endings, fewer endings, more narrators, fewer narrators, more Stanley, less Stanley. Well, I'm already less Stanley because I'm dead. The apartment timer. Huh. This is super weird. From Michael M. Subreddit, how to make some questions. Oh, okay. Narrator emails. What, he's made emails? This is so weird. I have to come back to this in the last episode of this series. Because I don't want to explore everything yet, because I feel like it'll spoil some endings.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Yes, I do wish to be free.
Can you see?
No.
Can you see how much they need one another?
No.
No,
I'm blind.
perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Exactly. Restart me. Once more.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Yay! I died. See, I'm gonna come back to that on the final episode, because I want to explore all that stuff, because there's a lot of stuff in that room. Wait a minute, it's not doing the normal restart. Did my game just crash? No? Do I really have no other choice than to restart? Oh. Well.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What does the
Stanley
papers on the
decided to
floor
go to the
mean?
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps you don't realize what's going on here, good sir? Have you looked at the ground? Why is there all these papers?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Jeez, no.
This was not
No,
the
I
correct way
refuse.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yes, I
Perhaps he
do.
wanted...
Actually, I want to go through the window, because I think that's an ending, but I think I've messed it up multiple times. Oh, the papers are gone!
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
No, Stanley, you can't.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary
Indeed.
into the nature of video game structure
Yes.
and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So,
I
now that
feel
you're
like I'm
here,
gonna have
what
a
do you
seizure.
think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Indeed.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm over it now. What
Yes.
do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like
I'm good.
right now.
Nah.
You could have done it just then.
Nah.
Now would also be an appropriate time
Nah.
to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate.
Nah.
I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going
Yep.
on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So,
No, I wanna
just
figure.
to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Bring it on.
There once was a man named Stanley,
Oh
who
no.
people considered so manly. But
Excuse
the
me.
truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked best was
Excuse me.
buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way.
No. Okay, I'm already sick of it. You got me, narrator. You got me. Are you proud of yourself?
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he
Let
thought
me
to
through.
himself. This is what I've wanted all
in.
along. I got
Let me
what I
in.
wanted.
I'm just gonna keep pressing this door. Come on. Okay. There's still some papers left over. What are these papers from? Like, I'm seriously confused. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I will do that. Wait, the door in the boss's office never closed. Wait, the door in the boss's office never closed. Hold on.
Yet there was not a single person here
Hold on,
either.
hold on. I think I might
Feeling
have
a
found
wave
something
of
out.
disbelief, Stanley decided to
Ah.
go back to his boss's office,
I never
hoping he
noticed
might
this.
find an answer there.
He blocked up the brew closet because it kept going in there.
Coming to a staircase,
That's
Stanley
glorious.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Indeed I did. Is the door closed behind me? I mean in this room.
Stepping in,
Huh? I did it? What did I do? What did I do? I don't, okay. Well, I don't have anywhere to go now, so I'm just gonna go back, I guess. Turns out the door does close, I was just being stupid. Cause I don't remember the door closing. But I just guess I can just dash out at any point. I wonder what happens if I go back to my office. Hello? Hello there, Mr. Void. Yeah, sure, I'll go in here. What do you hold, mysterious door? What? What? What did I just find? There's no more narrator. He's just kind of gone. Is he stuck there? Okay. I see the keep after going up. Okay, sure, yeah, no. Oh no, how many floors are there to this? 756. I can see at least 2 more levels. 757. Not there either. I should just keep walking up the stairs. Where it's progressively getting more and more dark, and I'm kind of terrified. That sound's gonna pop out and scare me, even though I know they're not, because it's the Stanley Parable. I mean, come on. How many more levels of this are there? I'm also very disturbed that the narrator is just kind of gone now. It's scary. I want my narrator back. Oh. Escape pod launch bay. Escape. Where am I escaping? Where am I going? Oh. Hello there. Oh. Okay. Where am I going? Okay. Wait a minute. Is that what's behind that door? That was so weird. Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Sure about that? I want to restart because that was weird.
When Stanley came to a set...
Wait, what happens if I just keep resetting? I'm back
All of his
here.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What was that?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
No matter how
thanks.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
Wait,
co-workers.
so does that activate the password thing? It does. Wait, no, it doesn't. I feel there's something to do with that password. Oh, there it is. Okay. I have to keep going and finding them. Okay, I just have to keep finding computers.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Inputting
What
passwords.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. I think I understand, yeah. So move to that one, then to that one. Okay, I'm gonna keep searching.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't think there's any computers over there, so I'm just gonna keep going this way.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Shut up, narrator, I'm on a
Feeling a
quest.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Sure.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
See, there's a
walked
computer right in
upstairs
front
to
of the
his
office.
boss's office.
I want to check this one. Nice. So it is here. Okay. I'm gonna restart.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in,
Hush.
that he would never leave it again in his life.
Okay, nice. Restart again. Okay, new computer. What do I do? Where are you taking me? Where are you taking me, game? Excuse me? I'm very confused and scared. What am I doing? I'm gonna keep pushing all the buttons, I guess. Yeah, push the buttons. Push the buttons, I guess. Yeah, sure, push the buttons. Oh, they just light back up again. Okay. Okay. I'm getting weirded out about that, so I'm not gonna do that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When
Okay.
Stanley came to a set of two
I'm going to the
open
right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I'm
and
gonna look up a
Stanley
guide
knew it
after this
perfectly
one
well.
because there's so many
Perhaps he
endings
wanted
I
to
don't know
stop
what
by
to
the
do.
employee lounge first,
That one
just
was
to
so
admire it.
confusing. I just had to look on every monitor.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What happens if I... Wait, what did
Stanley
that
was
sign
so
say?
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Do not jump from the cargo lift while this motion will cause... Well, you can't tell me not to do something and expect me not
Look,
to do
Stanley,
it.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Hush,
Someone
I'm trying to
you've
do
forgotten
something.
about. Please. But in his eagerness to prove that
Oh.
he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Indeed,
Good
I did.
job, Stanley.
Thank you.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I know they do. They better do.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others.
Hush.
So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Hush.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
Narrator,
perfectly
I'm gonna
well.
bully you if you
Perhaps he
don't stop.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, you're stupid.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong
Hush.
foot here.
I'm looking at the
I'm not
guide.
your enemy,
Hush.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
This has been
but the
this one's
fact
complicated.
is that the
Hush.
story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I need to
There's
focus on
someone
this
you've
one.
been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please,
Myself.
Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Oh, now, I'm not asking
Stop.
for me. I'm asking for her.
I will make every
This
decision
is
by
it,
myself.
Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside.
I know
to
what
let
you
her
do.
back into your life.
You're
She's been
trying.
waiting.
No.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the
No.
one. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Yes,
Now,
I
that
did.
wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
I've beaten you, narrator.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a
I
second.
don't know what I did.
Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Yeah, I am real. You
I
finally
can't
figured it out.
believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And
Yes.
to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long.
You're an
If
idiot.
you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely
Yes.
ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did
Yes.
you not grasp the severity of the situation?
I don't
Well, I
care.
won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
A video?
Choice. It's the best
excuse
part of
me?
being a real person. But if
Okay,
used
let's watch the
incorrectly,
video.
it can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which
I like the second
choice
option.
would you make? Remember
Second one.
that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a
Okay.
partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Is the game just giving me an educational video right now?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy
No.
decision-making process.
I
Most
like that. It
medical
looks fun.
professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the
Hey.
feeling should subside. At this
Yes,
time,
it already
your
has.
instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
I hate my instructor.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not
Yes.
to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Where am I going, narrator? Where are you taking me? You seriously put rails up so
Now
I
that we
can't
know
jump
your
off.
choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
me off.
Imagine the main
want to
character
die.
dying
Let me off.
senselessly halfway through the story.
Let me jump off
That
the
story
building.
would make no sense at all.
It
We
would make
just need to
perfect
get
sense,
you
excuse
home
me.
as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Yeah, because my reality is way cooler than yours. You're lame. I could just set fire to orphanages in my real world. But you won't let me do that in that world because I'm stuck here. Where are you taking me, narrator? Are you just taking me back to the two choices room?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Okay.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Okay.
All right.
On
When
you,
Stanley
Everett.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Okay. Everything seems fine over here. Oh.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why?
Good.
For what? What did you get out of that?
Entertainment.
What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much
Comedy.
garbage? It's worthless now.
It is.
And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it?
Yes.
To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I
Restart the
do?
game.
What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
You better
have
not.
to.
What is going on?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He
Stanley
understands that if I
sucks.
say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That
Screw
thought
Stanley.
hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Nah. You are.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have
No,
been
it
so
wouldn't have.
perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Okay.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. I don't want to break the game anymore, so I'm just gonna continue onward.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he
can't
might find an
open the
answer
closet.
there.
No.
Coming to a staircase,
No.
Stanley walked
No.
upstairs to his
No.
boss's office.
Let me go. Is there anything preventing me from going somewhere here? Oh.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
It's,
unraveled, Stanley
that-
wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the
Yes,
courage
do
to
it,
face
Stanley.
the unknown. He
Become a
drew
man.
a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
I can't click anything. I'm clicking, but nothing's happening. What do I do?
Stanley spoke the code.
Nightshark
Nightshark
115.
115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. It's not working. I can't speak.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't
Yes, there is a
mishear me, did
problem.
you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This
Come
is a
on.
crucial step.
I'm clicking. I'm trying. Night Shark 115.
Okay,
It won't work.
fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do.
Oops.
I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
Story
if
sucks.
you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What?
Stanley? Hello? Is everything okay?
What?
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
What?
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine.
Okay. Well, that's all the time I have for this episode. I'll see you all next time.